I wish God could put all the rich people in one location and zone the poor and the weak in a reserve. One early morning at 5 a.m., 4 heavily armed administration police officers under the command of one Inspector Kanye descended on my homestead and arrested my 3 sons. They handcuffed them and frog-marched them to Mabera AP Chief's camp. Efforts to ask why they were being arrested fell on deaf ears, with the police officer saying, "Mutajulia hukombele." They were thrown into the cell. They pleaded to be allowed to use their phone to call their father, who was away at the time, but the police officers refused. Viewer, my name is George Chacha, and I have a harrowing story, which it is my hope that maybe my cry, my plea, my lamentation will reach a particular organ, a particular office to address my plight, because seemingly it is falling on deaf ears. On reaching the camp, they threw the boys into the cell without explaining why they were being put in the cell. At 10:30 a.m., they were loaded into a Probox vehicle and ferried to Isibania police station, where they were again thrown into a dark cell. They asked to use their phones to call their parents, but the police officers refused to let them do so. It's not until 2 p.m. that they were told why they were arrested. Accused of attempted murder. This was the most outrageous allegation against my children, who had a good reputation in the village. The police officers told them that their education and future was in jeopardy. It was at risk should he take their fingerprints and have them arraigned in court with a charge. Therefore, the police officer was actually threatening them. He was scaring them that they should comply with what follows next. You want to know why he was threatening them? Well, just keep to the story. He advised them to cooperate with the complainant and their future will be secure. Just then, looks like they had already arranged with the accuser. Gati Wambura Kegota walked in with her brother and demanded that she will only drop the charge if the boys pay her Kenya shillings 30,000. Kenya shillings 30,000 to be paid as ransom to buy their freedom. My good friend, every time I recall this incident, my body shudders. I vibrate and I sweat all over. Every time I remember this incident, this travail that my children went through, I just break. And that's the reason why I say how I wish God could put all the powerful people in one location and zone the poor and the weak in some faraway place, a reserve. It is at 2:30 p.m. that I was allowed to talk to my children. Since 5:30 in the morning, it is only at 2:30 that I managed to talk to my children. I asked them one question. My sons, did you attempt the murder? And they said, Dad, what kind of question are you asking us? Of course not. I told them in return, don't pay any single coin. We will meet in court. Let them not scare you about your fingerprints being able to destroy your future. Tell them that I have said we meet in the court of Kehancha. Gati Wambura Kegota, on hearing this, she lowered her ransom from Kenya shillings 30,000 to 25,000, later to 20,000. Still my children were refusing we meet in court. She lowered it to 15,000. Still my children said we meet in court. She lowered it to 10,000. Still my children said we meet in court, even up to 5,000. And seeing the determination in my sons, she told them, then pay me back Kenya shillings 2,500, the money I used to have you arrested, and I will drop the charge. My children called me to clarify or confirm with me, and they asked whether they should pay, and I told them, tell Gati Wambura Kegota that I have said we will meet in court. On the material day, Gati Wambura Kegota did not come to court. The officers handling the matter, that is Corporal Baraza and Corporal Kimtai, never came to the court. Neither did they have the courage to produce the file in court, because that file was a framed up charges. To date, the attempted murder frame up lies unprosecuted. All I have now is the police bond of Kenya shillings 6,000. Friend, how I wish God could have built a great wall between the powerful and the weak so that we don't come face to face. Having had a very, very prolonged land boundary conflict, I tried to amicably resolve the matter out of court, but with no success, with Gati Wambura Kegota refusing to show up. She was summoned to the local community baraza. She refused to come, saying a teacher cannot sit with a bunch of illiterate community folks. She was summoned to the chief's office. She refused to come, saying that a teacher is superior to a chief. She was summoned to the office of the ACC. She came, but she refused to talk. She was summoned to the office of the DCC. She came, but she refused to talk. She only said that the matter must go to court. Only the court will determine my boundary. She was summoned to Mabera Divisional Peace Committee, but she refused to come. Finally, I filed the matter in court. The court ruled in my favor that the boundary cannot be changed. This was a temporary relief for me. But the judge also directed that I pay Gati Wambura Kegota all her expenses of the case, a whopping close to 900,000 shillings, which was later reduced to Kenya shillings 165,000. Who really should pay the other? Just asking. And how I wish God could have built a great wall between the powerful and the weak. The clock is ticking when finally the powerful will have their way. Only a powerful person can direct a county police commander, an OCPD, an OCS to visit a site. Only a powerful person. That Gati Wambura Kegota has very powerful and influential brothers, in the government. It is these names of her brothers, these powerful brothers of hers, one an ambassador and the other a senior KDF officer, which are constantly being used to intimidate me and harass my family, with Gati Wambura Kegota demanding that she will make sure that I leave Kuria West to go back to Kuria East, my ancestral land. As my friend, all I ask from you is 1. Say a prayer for me and my children. 2. Send a rose flower via WhatsApp or TikTok. Send me a rose flower via WhatsApp or TikTok. Say amen to me. They may break my body, they may take away my freedom, but my courage and spirit is stronger than ever before. When helplessly a man watches his children arrested on trumped-up charges, when a man is asked by his children, "Dad, when will all this end?" And when that man cannot find answers to all these charges, to all these questions, he becomes as strong as a rock, as obstinate as a donkey. Let the family of Wambura Kegota know that I desire to see an end to this war. They hold the key to this. Simply let them respect the community structures which promote peace and harmony. Thank you for viewing. Remember again, I'm requesting you to send me a rose flower, a red rose flower via WhatsApp or via TikTok. Thank you and God bless you.